direction I'm talking. I got that water on me like a faucet. I wear the trap till it's exhausted. These Gucci shoes, watch how you walking. Get fresh, getting dressed in the car.
Hey man, say man, y'all know what it is. Jump Around Podcast. It's your boy MetboyTDG. Do me a favor. Go ahead and hit that like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications, all that good stuff. And you know, we got that boy, hey, Tommy, what's going on, man? You know we got you in the building. What's going on with you, my boy?
What's going on, man? How you been, brother?
Hey man, chilling like a villain.
I know that's right.
I don't know, all the villains been getting exposed, so I don't think they chilling no more.
You said what?
I said all the villains getting exposed, so I don't think they chilling no more.
Nah, I was about to say, I don't know if you want to be a villain, because right now, everything that's happening in the dark is coming to light, so...
Right.
And so, you know what they say, but, hey, we got some deep shit going in here today for you, bro. You ready for this?
What's going on with it?
Alright, so we're going to start off with just the easy stuff and the cool stuff, and then we're going to get into the funny stuff and a little bit of the aggressive shit. So, first off, it was my birthday, and on my birthday...
Happy birthday to my boy.
I appreciate you, my boy. I appreciate you,
yes,
bro.
Sir.
On my birthday, they launched a rocket to the moon with a 4-person crew in it. 4 people are going to the moon. And it happened on my birthday. I thought that was cool. But the point is, 4 people are going to the moon as of right now. I don't know how long it takes to get there. I'm going to figure it out right now. But my question is to you, one... because there are people who are already saying that shit was fake. So...
it was already... Oh, go ahead, ask Chris first. What's up?
Do you think that it was fake? And if you do, explain why. And if you don't, also explain why you don't think it was
the original moon landing?
No. This current one that just happened.
This current one? I mean, you can't...
They didn't land. They haven't landed on the moon. They just launched it. People are already denying the fact that they launched the rocket.
I think they probably did launch it, but do I feel like they're going to make it? No. But they probably did launch it. They probably tried.
Why do you feel as though they won't make it?
If we ain't made it by now, we ain't going to make it. I don't feel like the world is designed for us to make it. Honestly. Because if it was designed for us to be able to make it out there, don't you think we would have done it by now?
True. And so do you feel as though we did not, and real quick, it's going to take approximately 9 days, 1 hour, and 46 minutes to get to the part of the moon that they're trying to get to. They're trying to get to the crater where the moon's at. So it's going to take about roughly around 10 days to get there. But anyway, do you feel as though the first moon landing was fake?
Oh, yeah, that was fake. That was fake.
Why do you feel as though it was fake?
Who set that camera up? Who set the camera up to see you got the shuttle up? That was your first time getting out and touching on the moon. Who set it up? Somebody had to set it up. Somebody had to be there before you and set it up, or be there with you.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you feel as though we do content creation. Do you feel as though it was a metaphor for being like, this was the first time on the moon and trying to recreate their reaction? Or do you feel as though
it could? And play devil's advocate, it could be. That's true. It could be. But this is also another thing. One of the current astronauts that's on the shuttle or whatever trying to get to the moon said themselves in the interview that, this would be our first time going to the moon. Why would you say that if we already been? Because he didn't say it as just as, me and my group. He's saying it as humanity. You feel me? Plus, let's be honest. They said they got to the moon and lost the technology to do it. So you telling me we got the technology to go from having house phones and brick phones to these things right here, but you telling me you gonna have the technology to get back to the moon, but you did it before we even had cell phones and all that? I'm not buying it. Not buying it.
Let me ask you this. There's this conspiracy floating around that they think that they did actually go to the moon, but they said they lost all the data and research from going to the moon because of what they found on the moon and didn't want people to know what they found. So they just said they lost everything.
I've heard that theory before.
Okay. How do you feel about that?
The only reason I discredit that theory is because there's no evidence behind it. The only
That's true.
evidence you can have behind it is a speculation. You know what I'm
That's true.
saying? You don't have anything that those astronauts that said went. You don't have anything from them saying otherwise or anything like that. So I can't give it any credit without anything to credit it to. You feel me? That's only that's just me though. It's not a
Right.
bad. I mean, it's not a bad speculation because I mean, it's possible. You know what I'm saying? That is something that's plausible, but without any evidence behind it, it's just speculation. It's just a thought, hypothesis. If you want to be, what's the word? If you want to sound elegant with your words, where you want to make yourself sound smart, you can call it a hypothesis or a theory. Yeah, you know. But until they come with some proof behind it, I throw it out the window.
Yeah. So let me. We're gonna hop over to a little bit of the dangerous subject. Not even dangerous, but did you hear about Tiger Woods?
I did, man. He flipped the car or something like that.
Yes, sir. Driving his Land Rover. He was driving fast, apparently.
What, he was like on pills or something? Was he drinking or what?
No, yeah, he was drinking. He actually got a DUI and was arrested for it.
How old is Tiger Woods?
Hold up.
He gotta be in his 60s, bro.
You know that he said that he told the police that he was contacting Trump, and Trump said that he wouldn't help him.
He called Trump and Trump said, "I'm not helping you."
Yeah,
That
basically.
is funny. I'm not gonna lie. That is funny because thing is, I know why Trump said he's not helping him. You know why? Because this ain't his first time doing that. He done did that like at least twice before. I
He's
think
50 years old.
he's 50. Hey,
Yeah.
I thought he was older than that. Hey,
But shit, 50 is half of 100. That's still.
that ain't that old though. If you think about it,
That's
ain't
true.
that old.
That's true.
But I mean, I thought it was older. But yeah, bro, he done flipped the car. He done did this like at least once or twice before. So it's like, bro, you don't learn your lesson.
Facts. Facts. I don't. And my thing is where he flipped the car at. It was a straight road.
That's even worse. You know.
So I was struggling to believe that he just flipped the car. Like at first I was like, nah, the police like bumped his car or something, because there's no way he just flipped his car on a straight road. And you know what I'm saying?
I mean, brother, the man was drunk at 2:00 in the evening. I can believe he flipped it on a straight road. I really can. Cause why are you drunk at 2:00 in the evening, bro? Like, what are you doing?
Not facts. Not facts.
What are we doing? Like, are
he
you
said
okay?
It's 5:00 somewhere.
Yeah, but golly, bro, you gotta get back home too. Like, if you that stressed out, bro, find somebody to talk to. Pray
because he
about
probably would have flipped that bitch whether the cops are there or not. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
oh, I mean, it's kind of lucky they was. They might have flipped it and killed himself. You know what I'm saying?
nah, you're right. I think he flipped it trying to run.
From the police?
But I'm not. But I'm not sure. They didn't say that, but I think I don't understand why he would why he just flipped the car and then the cops came. Nah, because he wouldn't just be sitting there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's drunk.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm Tiger Woods.
But because he's drunk, I feel like he would have just ran. Because he's drunk. You know what I'm saying?
I don't see Tiger Woods running from the police at all. I can see him being too scared to run from the police. Come on, man. You talking about a golfer, bro. He ain't athletic enough to run nowhere.
You know who is not afraid to outrun from the police?
Who that?
Pooh Shiesty.
Run from the police? He ain't scared of prison. That man's dumb.
Shit. Did you know? I don't know if you heard. He kidnapped Gucci Mane.
Yeah, bro.
Robbed him. But you know what's fucked up is I read everything. Gucci Mane helped and worked with the FBI to arrest and find Pooh Shiesty.
Can you blame him?
Huh?
Can you blame him?
I mean, yeah, because Gucci Mane was talking shit and told him to do it.
I mean,
Pooh Shiesty was like, dude, stop fucking with me. I'm a fucking kidnap
all right,
you.
let's paint the picture here. Let's paint the picture here.
Okay.
So you got Gucci Mane, right?
Right.
Now, by street terms, a civilian cannot be a snitch. Gucci Mane is not a street no more. He's a civilian. He been left the streets. We all know that. So, you have him who has a legal contract with this man, right? He says, all right, I want out my contract. Gucci Mane like, no. Now, why did he say no? We don't know why he told that man no. It could be a very logical reason why he told him no. It could be a sound reason. We don't know. So what does Pooh Shiesty do? Instead of doing what the normal person do, the right thing, the smart thing to do, saying, all right, I'm going to get my lawyers involved. We're going to negotiate and work it out like that legally because it's a contract, it's paperwork. He says no. Pulls out an AK-47 on him. So, okay, cool. You got guns in my face. You got me in a room by myself with 2 other men who all have guns on me. Y'all blocking the door. All of my associates outside and everybody else in the rest of the building are also held at gunpoint with the doors blocked so nobody can leave. Now, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna sign the contract. Boom, sign it. You like, you know what? That ain't enough. I'm about to rob you of your jewelry. So you take Gucci Mane jewelry. But not only that, you rob everybody in the building. And you also rob one of his security guards who is an ex-police officer. So, let's put all this together. Even if Gucci Mane didn't do anything, you think them other people about to let that slide?
Nah, you right.
Come on now. And even in that, bro, you know how much money Gucci Mane spent on his jewelry? Huh?
I didn't know he did all that.
Yes, he did all of that. So can you blame that? Bro, he basically kidnapped this man, held him at gunpoint, and forced him to sign a contract, then robbed him.
He committed a whole heist. That's why they call him Pooh Shiesty.
Like, can you blame that man, bro? All I'm saying is I would have did the same thing.
That's some movie shit, dog.
Exactly.
Think about that shit for a second, though. Sit back and think about that shit for a second. This dude just went in there, forced this dude to write a contract, then proceeded to rob everybody in that bitch and walk out like nothing happened.
Exactly.
On some fucking on some movie shit, dude.
Exactly. Like, bro, come on now. Like, first of all, you the dumbest criminal in the history of ever. You just got out of prison.
Dude, that's a documentary. That's money right there. That's crazy.
No, that's idiotic. You just got out of prison 3 months ago. You went to prison in 2021 and just got out. Now you're going right back. You know what's even dumber? He did all this with an ankle monitor on. Yeah, rub your face. Yeah.
Maybe he is just stupid.
Yeah, stupid. Dumb.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Dumb. Like, you deserve this. The bad part is, you drug your pops, your best friend, and like 6 other people with you. Like, all of y'all are going to prison now.
Every single one of y'all.
Dumb. Idiotic. Make no sense.
Nah, that don't make no sense at all. Why you rob a whole place with an ankle monitor on? With the ankle monitor on, and you right. See, this is my thing about Gucci Mane, is if you're gonna rap street, you know what I'm saying? But I guess he don't rap really much no more.
He don't. Plus, I mean, bro, we all know that shit is entertainment, bro. That shit, bro, ain't none of them boys living that shit. And you see what happened to the one that tried and actually do.
Yeah, that's
out of here. Like, man, this is what happens when you make it out the streets, but you still want to be in the streets. Instead of changing your mindset and, you know, changing your ways and acting like a normal person with some common sense and not like a hooligan, not like you a thug everywhere. Like, it's not cool to be a gangster. That's what happens to gangsters. They spend their life in prison and end up dead. Like, that's a perfect example of what happens to people like that. Stop letting your pride and ego get to your head.
Yeah. And I think that shit's cool, so they end up fucking doing this shit and being what they call it, a crash dummy.
Stupid, bro. It's dumb. Idiotic.
It really is, But we gonna have, we gonna move this into another whole other subject. But this one a little bit crazier though. And this is gonna be I'm gonna say the whole quote, okay?
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to break down each part of it and ask you a question about it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, this came from, and I'll give you a little bit of context, this came from the Prime Minister of Israel, after which Trump had pulled out of wanting to pull out of the war in Iran, and that basically asked NATO to go over there and take care of what they needed to take care of, because it was them who wanted it anyway. And it's not, we don't really need it, especially after we took Venezuela, like thinking strategically. After we took Venezuela, which also has a lot of oil on it, we have our own supply of oil right now. So we really do not need that straight. It's Europe, Israel, and those other countries who do need that straight in order to go on with oil. So with that being said, the Prime Minister then responded to Trump basically backing out of that, right? And telling the other countries to basically deal with it on its own. And I know we don't usually like to get political, but the Prime Minister went kind of a little religious with it. So I figured it would be a great topic to bring to you, right?
Okay.
And get your opinion on it. So, the Prime Minister says, and I'll tell you the whole quote, "History proves that, unfortunately and unhappily, Jesus Christ has no advantage over Genghis Khan. Because if you're strong enough, ruthless enough, and powerful enough, evil will always overcome good. Aggression will overcome moderation." And that's just some of the quotation from his response. I didn't take the entire thing, but that was the main part that I thought was very, very important to go ahead and break down.
Okay.
So first off...
I'm listening. Hold on. I'm listening.
First, history proves that, unfortunately and unhappily, he says, so basically admitting that he doesn't find it fortunate, he also isn't happy about it, right? Jesus Christ has no advantage over Genghis Khan. So, basically saying, in just that quote, that a pure mortal has no advantage over God, basically.
You mean the opposite, because he said the opposite, basically. He's saying that God has no advantage over a pure mortal, because saying Jesus has no advantage over Genghis Khan is saying Genghis Khan is more powerful than God.
Correct. That's what I'm trying to say. And so, from your perspective, first, how do you feel about that quote by itself?
That's dumber than what Pooh Shiesty did. That's dumber than that. To say that, that's dumber than that. That's a heretic statement that extreme heretic statement. That's bad to say. That's blasphemy, straight blasphemy. Because, I mean, I think I understand what you're trying to say about the realism about good and evil, that evil overcomes good, but saying that Jesus Christ has no power, has no advantage over Genghis Khan is foolish. Straight foolish. For the simple fact, one, is Genghis Khan dead, right? He's dead, right? He died.
Yeah, he's dead.
Jesus ain't dead. Jesus is alive.
Huh?
Jesus is alive. So that's one advantage you got over him. Jesus is immortal. He don't die. He died and resurrected. Death has no power over him. So that's one advantage. Two, I don't remember Genghis Khan ever walking on water, feeding 5,000 people with like 5 loaves and 2 fishes. And far as I know, Genghis Khan don't have as many manuscripts written about him as Jesus does. Honestly, no historic figure that we know does. Like for example, Julius Caesar might have a handful of manuscripts written. There's about 25,000 written about Jesus. Him
Yeah.
before his death and after his resurrection. So saying that he has no advantages over Genghis Khan, I can literally just go down the whole list.
And I know a good bit about Genghis Khan because of
Oh,
my
he was the truth. Now he was a conqueror. That
yeah.
he
No,
was.
that's what I'm saying. But in that same sense, knowing the things that he did, because I don't really want to say too much, but he did do some ruthless ass shit. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? And
yeah,
did
for
do
sure.
a lot of grape. He did a lot of grape and violence to a
Yeah,
lot of people. And expansionism was mainly his main thing, and which was never a thing for Jesus, which is already an advantage in and of itself, because
exactly.
Jesus has no desire to be an expansionist and doesn't need to expand his only because
Why
he
would he?
knows
How would he be an expansionist when he's already the King of Kings? He already the King of all this.
that.
King of Kings, Lord of Lords. That's the name.
And to say, but then this was sitting here saying that if you're strong enough, ruthless enough, and powerful enough, evil will always overcome good. That statement in and of itself is just a lie. Only unless you're an evil person.
That's not.
Because evil doesn't ever overcome good. There's always a balance. There's always bad, there's always good, there's always a balance. You know what I'm saying? But it never
Let me ask you
overcomes
this:
each other. You
What
know what I'm
do
saying?
most evil people do when they want to go take something? Right? They go for a weaker being, right?
Yeah.
Somebody they know they can overtake. So what if
True.
they step to somebody that's on their level or above them? They lose.
Yeah.
So how is it that evil always overcome good? It can't. That's a lie.
And I also want to point out the fact that why is it after that? Because he also proceeded to then say that, and say the United States needs to learn that, basically being on defense isn't always a good thing, and you need to strike things in the right time, at the right time, or else you'll be basically dead, in a sense.
I mean, we trying to say strike first before somebody strike us. I mean, I honestly,
And
bro,
that's
about like when it comes to all this war talk and all of that, I really, well, I can say it straight like that. I don't care about it for real. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because
not fact.
this is where I'm at with it. Cause like people look at me crazy when I say it. They be like, all these talking about wars now don't bother you. They talking about the drought. No, it don't bother me for the simple fact that it makes me happy to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Because it lets me know that what I believe in is true. Because all of this is said to become. There will be wars and rumors of wars. And what we got going on right now? Wars and rumors of them.
Mm.
So it's just confirmation for me. So I don't care about it for real. It don't bother me. It don't make me feel no type of way. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. I don't care either way. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like,
And on some comedy shit,
what's up?
you seen Drewski.
Hey, that joint was funny. That joint was funny. I ain't gonna lie. 'Cause I was like, bro, he probably selling out, but that joint's still funny. Like,
That shit was
Erica
hilarious
Kirk
to
was
me.
pissed.
She was mad as hell, dog.
She did not
She
like
sent
that.
a cease and desist letter on him, told him he needed to stop. Then once the cease and desist letter and basically her lawyers explained to him, because Drewski technically never said her name,
Yeah,
technically that he wasn't you
it
can't
wasn't
prove
about
that he
her.
was talking about you.
It wasn't. Like you can't say it was, even though it was. But
Yeah,
We all
right,
know it
right.
was,
But then, because the cease and desist letters, it didn't work, she said she was going to call Trump and get Trump involved in it.
hey, he said sue him. He said she ought to sue him.
Yeah. But she knows she ain't got no win, and she's not going to win in court.
Nah, not at all.
Ain't no winning in that.
Man,
No winning.
I
But
think
that
he's
shit was
selling out
hilarious to
though.
me.
That boy and dog gonna join the dark side. I think so. People,
Nah.
for real, I mean,
Yeah.
look at it, bro. Like, it's a bunch of other comedians that do skits like him, but ain't none of them up like him. He the only one.
Yeah. Nah, true that. Let me ask you a deep question.
So,
Has social media made people more connected? And think about it. Has social media made people more connected or more lonely?
both.
How both? Because you
Because,
can't be connected and have all these
but this
friends
is
and
why I
have
say both,
everybody
because with
and also be
it's
lonely at
different.
the same
It's
time.
different for some people. Some people it connects them more. Some people it makes them lonely. That's why it's both. Because you have some people that because they feel like they can just see everybody on social media, they don't have to leave the house and actually socialize. You know what I'm saying? So they isolate themselves. Then you got the people that's like, oh, I get to connect with all my friends from high school, from back in the day that I had lost contact with, you know what I'm saying? That they message, hey, let's meet up for lunch, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Reconnecting and stuff like that. So it's both for real. Everything
Nah,
got good
facts.
and bad.
Facts. Do you think money buys happiness?
Nah, definitely don't. Nah, not at all.
Explain.
I got like 3, 4 chains on right now. And ain't none of this made me happy. I still was depressed wearing 3, 4 chains. straight like that. I still was sad. Like
Yeah.
doggone, bro, I didn't have money. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna
I
say
mean,
I ain't gonna
okay.
say that be like I didn't have millions and that like that. But bro, we done seen celebrities commit suicide.
Now, facts. Beat her off that question then. When do you feel most like yourself then? Like, when do you feel like, damn, this my shit? When you got money or when you working out? Like, when do you feel like you the most on top of your shit?
When I'm most on top of my money doesn't factor into the equation for me. Because with or without money, I'm gonna be the same me. You know what I'm saying? Money doesn't equate my level of where I feel like I'm at.
Yeah.
Cause I can
So
have
then,
$10
okay.
in my
So if money isn't a factor, what is a factor for you?
my relationship with God, honestly, at this point. Like what I do as a man. You know what I'm saying? Moral value. Like what am I doing in my daily life? What am I doing in my walk? Like that money gonna come. Money always gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? That's trivial stuff. Let's talk about me taking on the role as a leader. Am I doing what I need to do to lead my people that look for me for guidance? Because I mean, bro, since I started Bible walk, I teach Bible study classes twice a week. I have people hit me up for advice and stuff like that. They hit me up when they're going through stuff. They hit me up with questions and all that. And they look to me like, all right, they're looking at me as an example. Like, if they see me like, hey, if he can do it, I can do it. You know what I mean? Am I doing that? Am I following that criteria to make sure? Not even the criteria. Am I just being true to what I say? Am I being true to what I teach? Am I out here
Word.
not being a hypocrite? Which I ain't gonna lie to you, but I confess. I just had to put myself through the ringer because I was not being that leader for a second. Like, don't get me wrong, I wasn't out here doing that now in the open, but behind closed doors, I was doing some shit I know I ain't had no business doing. I mean, I just recently cut it off, you know what I'm saying? But I'm man enough and I'm real enough to say that, yeah, I failed that part. Even though I didn't fail publicly, I failed behind closed doors, but still, a failure is a failure.
Mm.
So That's why. Like I don't got time to think about no money. I got a job for that. I go to work for that. I don't gotta worry about money. When it comes to where I'm at, it would it's moral value. You know what I'm saying? Am I being a father? Am I following Christ like I should be? Like I can't be out here telling people, hey, you need to be doing X, Y, and Z, and I ain't doing A, B, and C. You feel me?
Talk to him.
That's what matters to me. You know what I'm saying? Like
Talk.
money ain't got nothing to do with it. I can have $1 million. If I'm not standing on 10 about what I preach, it means nothing. I ain't worth nothing then. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's a hard realization for most people to grasp.
It is.
It's this or nothing. Like with anything, whether you're going into religion, whether you're going into work, whether you're going into podcasting, whether you're fucking going to play with your daughter, it's that or nothing. So put your 100% into that.
It's either you do it or you don't.
Yeah.
That's why I feel when Yoda said that the Luke Skywalker in Star Wars, it was like, ain't no try. It's do or don't. You know what I'm saying? There is no try.
And for me, the way my brain's wired, it's do.
Right.
There ain't no try. There is just do.
Exactly.
I want to do it. I think of it. I'm doing it. That's it.
Exactly.
No questions asked.
Exactly. I told my partner earlier, us as people, bro, as in humanity, we got to stop the excuses. We make excuses for everything. All the things we need to be doing, that's good for us to do, we make excuses not to do. But everything we ain't supposed to be doing, we don't make no excuses not to go do them. We'll go and do them willingly, freely. But the things we need to be doing, we make excuses for all day.
Everything that is bad is good, and everything that is good is bad right now. And I don't understand where we got mixed up in that little concept.
You know how?
Of what is bad and what's good.
And you know what's crazy? That's why I tell people to go read the Bible, because that book literally says what you just said. Literally, almost verbatim is in that book. It said the day will come where they will look at good and say it is evil, and look at evil and say it is good. Literally says that in the Bible, bro. Like that's why I stand strong with it, because everything that's going on, like you don't even know how much you quote the Bible without even knowing you're quoting it. You feel me? Is that
and it
that's serious?
And it might be subconscious, man, because for one, my whole Facebook page, especially because I follow you and everything, especially now because I like to watch it, and because you said it, I've heard it in a song by one of my favorite artists is J. Cole.
Yeah.
And he says in one of his songs, watch for the, or in one of the lyrics it says, watch for the music that you hum, because they're mixed with the devil.
Yep.
And so ever since then I've been watching what I listen to, music, and watching what
Have you noticed a difference?
And different stuff like that, and different things like that. And I think that all of that shit has some type of effect, whether it's even God or devil or not. It's bad. You know what I'm saying? Like spiritually, or like on your spirit.
Because this is the thing, bro. Like, people don't realize
listening to robbing and killing and selling drugs and different shit like that. I just don't think that's just healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. Not every day. Some days you should listen to, do that day, like something good. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Like I feel like you shouldn't listen to any of that stuff at all, bro. Because the thing is like, people look at you crazy like, oh, not everything is tied to this. It really is that deep. Like, don't get me wrong. It's not always Satan, the devil messing with you, because he's only one person. He can't be everywhere at one time. You feel me? But at the same time, evil is rooted in these things, and that evil will spew into you. You feel me? Like you can't.
Let me ask you a question, right? And this is about the Bible. So I was watching something the other day, and the dude was basically explaining how the devil wasn't mad that God didn't make, because a lot of people have the misconception, and this is a question because I also have this misconception.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, including myself, believe that the devil did not was mad at God because he made us basically not perfect and not like him. And so that's why he casted the devil down. Whereas this guy basically explains how the devil got casted down, not because of that, but because he was mad that God gave humans dominion over the earth and not him.
Yes. So this is the fall of Satan. This is how it goes. So, he was originally the highest ranked angel, most beautiful angel. He caught a glimpse of himself, right? Because before a lot of things happened was the war in heaven. So he caught a glimpse of himself, right? It's like, yo, I'm beautiful. I'm all that. I'm going to be better than God. So he went to a bunch of angels because, it said a third of the angels fell. So he went to a bunch of the angels saying, hey, I'm going to be better than God. Go to the next one. Hey, I'm going to be better than God. Mess with me. Hey, I'm going to be better than God. Follow me. So he did that, had the war, lost, of course, got casted down. He saw that the humans had dominion over earth and that the angels were made to serve the humans. Him thinking that he was almighty himself, of course, then he was like, I'm not being servitude to these apes, basically. I'm not doing that. I'm me. Like, look at me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, of course, God was like, all right, that's how you feel? Oh, you want to rage war? Michael, handle that. Bang, bye, gone. You feel me? That's the Father saying.
Yeah. I personally believe that God gave the devil dominion over hell.
No.
No.
Completely wrong. You know what hell is? Hell is not a place where the devil and demons and all that reign and all. No. The hell is strictly a place made for punishment of all. The devil and demons don't even want to go there. They beg not to go there. It's in scripture. Jesus really walks up to a man that was tormented of a demon called Legion because there was so many of them casting one man. They begged him, like, hey, don't send us to the abyss. That's what they call hell in the Bible. They call it the great abyss. They said, please don't send us to the abyss. Let us go in these pigs. And he was like, all right, go ahead. They don't want to go there neither. And even it says in Revelation at the end times, the devil and his angels will be cast into the lake of fire, into eternal hellfire and brimstone. So that the devil is a king of nothing. He's just another fallen angel walking around here causing as much chaos as he can before he's cast into judgment and put into the lake of fire. Like, he don't own nothing. Hell is not a place nobody want to go to. Not even the devil and his angels. Or his
hell
demons.
is just a lake of fire?
I'm gonna be honest with you. It says lake of fire, but that's in the end times. What hell is now, you're being tormented. That's what it describes. You're being tormented for eternity. Like, it could be that you're burning in fire for eternity. I don't know. I don't want to know. It probably is like the worst thing you can think of happening to you constantly.
It low-key, it could also be that you get tickled every day.
Like, the worst thing.
Non-stop tickled.
Right.
Nah, for real, because tickle is a form of torture, bro.
Right.
It is.
But the worst thing that happens when you go to hell is that you're eternally separated from God. That's the worst thing. And then on top of that, it's like, I mean, bro, you could be like, because you have a physical body still. You know what I'm saying? So you probably could still feel pain in hell. Like, I'm pretty sure it's just.
What's your thought on remote, what is it called?
Remote viewing? Remote viewing?
Yeah, what's your thought on that? You think it's good or bad?
Bad. Bad. Should not do it. I would not say do that because that's you putting your spirit outside of your body.
The CIA be doing that. The CIA be doing it.
I know. But this is the thing, like, that type of stuff, witchcraft, all that stuff. You know, we talked about all that before. That falls under that category of demonic spells and shit that
Yeah, we
humans
ain't
not
gonna
supposed to
get,
do.
we ain't gonna get into that again.
Yeah. I had somebody hit me up on Facebook about that, cussing me out because I said sage was demonic. I was like, baby girl, if you want to wave that smoke, enticing them demons to come around you, go ahead. But I'm just letting you know. You know what I'm saying?
Do you, girl?
I'm just saying. But nah, that remote viewing ain't it. I wouldn't do that because you see what happened. You ever seen that interview of a lady that the dude actually was like, have you ever got sent back to go see like Jesus, like the crucifixion of Jesus, or just go see if Jesus was here? Bro, that lady wouldn't even speak. She shut up so quick and started shivering and just shook her head. And was like, he was like, you don't want to talk about that? And she was like, no, I don't want to talk about that. Know why? Because she probably went back and she did not see what she wanted to see. She probably saw Jesus, but did not hear what she wanted to hear or see what she wanted to see.
Speaking of that, hearing what you want to hear, what's a truth that nobody wants to admit?
A truth that nobody wants to admit?
Yeah.
I can take a 3.
Tell me 3.
Top number 1, that Jesus is God. That's the number 1. A lot of people don't want to admit that, even though you can prove it all day. 2, second thing, that we as men low key fucked up the dating pool. I hate to be so vulgar in my speech by saying it, but we kind of messed it up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say we as a whole, but majority, I can say men can low key take the blame
You
for
can
it.
pretty much say men as a whole.
Yeah, kind of messed up the dating pool. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of did that.
It's so bad that you can pretty much say men as a
Yeah,
whole.
cause thing is, like, you can blame women for the way they act nowadays and the way they are, but who pushed them to that? Cause they ain't just start doing it out of nowhere.
You want to hear a statistic that's gonna make you sad though?
What's that?
And I'm gonna censor a little bit. It was 1 out of every 5 women. Now it is 1 out of every 3 who have been either, what is the abbreviation, SA'd or raped.
That's terrible. It's awful. That's
1 out of 3 people that in that fucks with me. I can put my family in the house and 1
out of 3 of them.
Statistically,
yeah,
has been.
Yeah, terrible thought, right?
It got me asking questions.
It's a terrible thing, bro. Cause and think about this. I said this to my partner one time. Think about it like this. Look at how men complain now about, oh, women so masculine, whoop, whoop, whoop. All right, wait. I'm going to save this because I do have a podcast set up with me and a young lady. We're going to talk about modern dating. So I'm going to save that. But I will say that I hold the stance that men messed up the dating pool. For one,
I agree with that stance.
For one, let me see without giving it away. For one, we push women to what they are now, and I'll explain why in the next podcast. And 2, instead of men learning how to be husbands from actual moral values, which actually come from scripture, they learn it from the internet and podcasts, and from men that ain't married or never been married, don't even got kids. You feel me? So, yeah, we dropped the ball. We dropped the ball.
And one thing is this, and I don't know if it was how they was raised or not, but I know just from knowing you, I know how you was raised. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just from knowing you as a person, I know how you was raised, and you was raised pretty much the damn same way I was raised. And it's just, and you mostly see it. Some people are gonna be mad about this. You mostly see it with Southern people.
Yeah, you know what it is? Education level, IQ. I noticed that, bro. You ever notice it's hard to talk to some people, and then you be like, why is it just not clicking with them? And you realize they're just not educated. They're just not
Yeah.
smart. Like, I don't want to call nobody dumb or stupid, but you're just not smart.
And this is gonna be controversial. What's fucked up too is they say that the North is smarter than the South.
I don't necessarily believe that the North is smarter than the South. I just don't believe that the South is taught right. You feel me?
No, they're not, and I agree with that.
We get taught stuff in the South, but it don't be right. You feel me?
No.
It don't be right at all. Cause, bro, a country boy can learn.
100%. I agree with that 100%. And the reason I say that is because when I moved personally up north, I'm not gonna say where, but when I moved up north, I saw my siblings go into the school system and saw the grade scale versus where I'm from, Louisiana, right? In Mississippi. From Mississippi to Louisiana, what would be a D or a C in Louisiana and Mississippi, or no, a A in Louisiana or Mississippi would be a C up north where I live at.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, damn.
Exactly. That's two levels higher.
But
you know what I'm saying? On a scale.
I will say this one thing though. If you look at it, and you know this might not be a statistic, but it's just like if you just pay attention living in these areas, Southern people focus on more life skills. You know what I mean? Survival skills. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, it's cool. I know how to work a calculator and accountant and all that, but do you know, like, if the power go out, do you know how to work a generator and get stuff working? Can you go hunt and all that? Can you clean a fish? Can you grow food? Can you grow? You know what I'm saying? Can you fix your car?
You know how to recycle towels and fucking
right? Can you wash clothes by hands and hang them up? Can you, if your car go down, can you fix it? Can you change the tire? Can you fix something go wrong in your house?
Some water so you got some clean drinking
right,
water?
Like we focus more on that. You know what I'm saying? In the South versus in the North, where they focus more on book smart stuff.
Do you know how to avoid hazardous wildlife?
Do you know how to avoid hazardous? If a raccoon sneak in your house, do you know what to do?
Right.
Like, I bet you if you ask a northerner, if they see a raccoon during the daytime, what do? They'll be clueless. They're like, it's just a raccoon. Man, you better get away from them. If you see a raccoon in the daytime, you better get away from it. Because it is probably got rabies, or I forgot what the disease name it got, but you see a raccoon during the day, get away from it. It's probably going to attack you. Like, it's basically like a zombie raccoon.
Yeah, 100%. Because raccoons are nocturnal. And that's rabies. What happens is it gets in the brain and it fucks with them. That's why they come out in the daytime. And they also, I don't know if you've seen it, I looked up a video one time. They also are petrified of water. One thing you can do is if you get a spray gun, like a hose, and spray at that motherfucker, rabies makes you petrified of water. If you see a human who has been bitten by rabies, after the podcast, go watch a video of it. The motherfuckers will try to drink water and literally like get fucking terrified, dog. It is terrifying to watch, but it is fucking crazy.
I never seen a human get rabies. Never seen that.
I've never seen it, but I watched a video of a person who had rabies. And yeah. And I also have been told, not only by Google, but I also, just to be double sure, texted my aunt, who's a nurse, and asked her if it was true that rabies could do that to you and make you scared of water, and it actually makes you petrified of water.
That's interesting. I didn't know that. I learned something new today.
So one way to know if you have rabies and like you're not sure, is if you try to drink water and you physically cannot drink it and swallow it, and you get almost scared of it. You know.
So it's just any liquid or just water?
specifically water, and I'm pretty sure it's any liquid, but specifically water.
I was about to say so.
Sure.
I can still drink.
Now I gotta go there again.
I was saying now we gotta go look it up. Like, which one is it exactly? Let's be specific.
Yeah, no.
I'm not looking it up. I don't know, but I don't know. It's very interesting. I'm actually curious to know. I might look that up later. But hey, man, this been the Jump Around Podcast. We appreciate y'all coming through. Like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all know what to do. Catch y'all later, man. Peace.
Peace.